Hello and welcome back to Betrayal at Krondor. What secrets do the fields hold? Ooh, that was the question we were gonna ask ourselves. I don't think I have to click on the door, but I like to do it. The small house, it turns out, was, oh, wait. What? I'm confused. That's the same guy we just talked to, so I must have just, like, completely spun myself 100% around. Oh, well. We're almost to Tanneurs. That's good. Let's keep going down that road, I guess. What's this over here? Look like there's more road this way? Oh, this could be Tanneurs. Hey, look. Lockley carefully opened the light canvas rucksack, prying its contents he had already discovered by a greedy traveler. He peered inside. Oh, about that. Okay, well, that's not exciting at all in the least bit. This must be Tanneurs. I think there was a guy here who could teach us things. We'll check it out. Lockley pushed open the wooden door. No one's lived here for some time. Is this that other city? Is this Egley? Did we go back up north to Egley? We totally did go back up north to Egley. Wow. Wow, wow. I looked at the controls and I have it set so that I'm going oh, I think I left that rucksack there for Let's actually continue down the road then, shall we? Why does the road split here? Is this where it splits to go to, like... Oh, there's a big building over there. That's probably Tanneurs. Yeah, that's the way we want to go. We want to go to Sethanon. Okay. But let's go to Tanneurs first. Which is around the other side of this hill, I think. This farm might be Tanneurs, actually. We may have just, like, ignored the actual town. No, it's back here in the woods. I was saying before, we have the step size turned up to maximum, so we're actually covering a pretty good distance when we move. I don't know where the I wish I could see the actual, like. Oh, there's a city down there. So let's yeah, okay. What's this? It's a dead Mord hell, and he's got a key. Don't mind if I do. I wonder why he's dead. That's kind of... This would be why he's dead. Okay. I don't remember this stuff. But what we want to do is go around it. No, you... He was supposed to go around it, and he chose not to. Okay. Yeah, we went right before the road split. There should be the dead guy over here. Exquisite dead guy rotating on the side of the road case. Exquisite dead guy. Is that farm field? No, that's the city. Let's get exquisite dead guy. He's got 12 silver, so we definitely need that. Let's save the game again, just because I actually visited exquisite dead guy. And then we'll see if we can get into the town without triggering. Nope, we definitely cannot. So yeah, you don't walk between. Now you've seen what happens. So Owen. Owen shouldn't be leading the way. Can't go around those last few. Object will be pushed. Okay, we gotta push that into the other one, I think. we're doing this right. No. Nope, he went into the... Oh, no. That was dumb. Didn't need that. Didn't need that. Well, you've got these. There. Huh. And you've got some of them. Keep giving them to him because he keeps getting like hurt, so that helps the situation. Let's go to Tanneurs. If I can figure out where it is. There it is. The house was not in good repair. Dark green moss-covered parts of the door was visible, and several large passes in the front slash. Locklear's attention returned to the door as it slowly swung open. A foul, musty smell filled the air as an elderly woman appeared in the doorway. She was dressed in a tattered shawl and wore a different shoe on each gnarled foot. "You one of those shadow people? I hate them shadow people," she croaked. Her look of contempt suddenly turned to fear. "Everywhere you know could be slipping my door right now." The thought obviously terrified her, and without warning, she disappeared in the house, slamming the door. "You one of them shadow people?" "I'm one of them shadow lobsters. I'm one of those shopping lobsters." Shopsters. Hamel's Pond. The shop was littered with cast-offs, forgotten trinkets, lost items a few would want to need to reclaim. Here and there it seemed tarnished from rust, but the things prized only when they clung to secondary value. Okay. He's got some keys. A practice lute for barding. Yeah. I'm not buying your back alley shovels anymore. What's this thing do? Gorth wiped a bit of dirt off the key. Made from sterling silver, the gilder's passkey was a cunning piece of craft where it seemed profane such beautiful work with voice and simple tools. So those are good keys. Well, you don't buy armors or swords? No, but you'd probably buy whetstones, right? I decided I didn't need too many whetstones. I'm gonna keep a couple just in case. These make light, don't they? Let's sell a couple of them. Let's also sell this stuff because apparently it's supposed to... Oh, look at that. Look at that money. It's supposed to be good for that. I'm also going to sell these shovels because they're apparently useless. We'll keep the silverthorn. We'll keep everything else. Do you buy crossbows by any chance? No. Of course not. Anything you got that I want to sell? The rope I'll keep in case we need it for something. Okay. Tempted to buy an armorer's hammer and try to fix that that thing. I guess we could do that. $22 gold. We'll hang on to our money. Thanks, though, shopping guy. You helped us a little bit. Owen tried the door. The building appears to be abandoned. They looked up after themselves. He said, "Think we should take a shot at opening it up?" Okay. Hey, look, that easy key opened it up. And there's reinforced at the bow with mouthpiece and brass collars. Gorth struggled to imagine the beast from which this horn had been harvested. When possible, it had come from a mature dragon. No man alive would dare fight such a creature for a trivial trophy. Puzzling, too, with the dog shapes carved on the horn. The horn of Algan Koken. Pretty sure that summons dogs. Because Algan Koken is some sort of dog guy. I kind of know the deities of this pantheon. I kind of do. Locklear sniffed. Stepping inside the tavern's doorway, he detected the faint but familiar scent of lye and the more pungent aromas that were meant to erase it. Yeah, anyway, this is the... Tom's Tavern is full of people. Despite the fact it was light was dim and poorly only in shadow corners, the mood within seemed cheerful as the tavern keeper animated related tales of mischief, reaping gales of laughter from people who had most likely heard the story dozens of times. Locklear strained to hear. Staying at the entrance, bits of conversation coming from the table nearby were occasionally managing to fight their way through the other noises in the tavern. Fool Smegly heard, and another man said in a hushed voice he was looking for Stellan, something about unpaid debts, but the voices dipped back beneath the surface of the noise and Locklear could hear no more. They joined a shifty-eyed man. "No games now, fellas. I owe some money to a bloke in the back room, and I don't think he would appreciate me giving it to you in a game of chance." Noticing this man seemed a little nervous, Locklear said, "Here's this person you owe money. He's known by folks around here as the Collector." He lowered his voice until it was barely more than a whisper. "They say he killed a fellow in Egley called Stellan." Or perhaps we might have a game with you on another day, Locklear said. So we could probably play cards with that guy, but the collector's after him. Let's see. Locklear tapped the woman's shoulder. Slowly she turned to look at him, but rather than greeting him with a smile, her gaze was a look that he thought reserved only for a few things in a that crawled on the ground or lapped up table leavings in the dooryard. What do you want? I was hoping perhaps we could talk, Locklear ventured. Pass the time with a little conversation. Why? She said curtly. Opening his mouth to reply, and suddenly finding himself bereft of adequate speech, he made a small sound which was certain sounded quite unmanly. Stabbing him with her exquisitely beautiful stare, she smiled. I thought as much. Goodbye, sir. I'm sure you have a brilliant oratory career before you. We could bard. I might try that. Let's see what the barmaid can do for us. She can sell days' rations. They're expensive for days' rations, but we need a few. Just because he's kind of low compared to everybody else. It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees. And then I'm going to get up to 8 days worth for him, too. Not going to try to haggle with anybody. I wonder what Queegy Brandy actually does for us. Fermented in the vineyards of the Dauphiness of Quig, the brandy was... Or Queeg. The brandy was classically smooth, lacking the bitterness of some of the vintages grown in the kingdom. Yeah, I have no clue what that... Let's see, this guy. The man she accepted their company. Owen tried loudly with the rough-looking fellow as Gorth looked on, making certain his ebullient mood and the magician didn't slip to give away the true purpose of their travels. So where you headed, stranger? The man asked, serving a large arc with his ale cup. Any place interesting? Actually, we're not headed in any specific direction, Gorth intervened. We're wandering. Looking for an employer, treasure to watch, caravan to guard? The man snickered. Or a caravan to steal from, eh? Freebooters, then. Well, not much going on in the kingdom these days, not in the west. The prince has seen to it. His roads are safe and his vassals happy. For the likes of us, he's taken all the fun out of life. Locklear nodded. You're not the first one to say so. I've heard someone else say that, actually. Let's try barding. Owen played. Losing himself in the flow of the music, he occasionally mangled a note or two, but on the whole did justice to this kingdom mind. The only tune he knew by heart. That was nice, the tavern keeper said with a smile, handing Owen 15 sovereigns. You'll have to play for us again sometime. Wow, we made 15 bucks. Straight up, just made 15 bucks. That was pretty cool. We did some barding. Locklear sniffed. No, this is the tavern again. So we actually want to get a little closer to this house. Locklear pushed up with the wooden door. No one's lived here in some time. I thought there was supposed to be a guy here who could teach us lockpicking or something, or somebody. That other guy. Oh, maybe he's dead now. Maybe that was Stellan, the guy that like was supposed to find here, but who's actually dead now. So we could keep going towards Krondor, or because I want to, we're gonna go and have a darkness at Sethanon, and I will tell you the great and fun and exciting tales of Sethanon. Oh. Could have got a room at that bar in place. Okay, where am I at now? I am on the right road here, right? No, I'm on the wrong road here. We're going back north. But we're gonna camp out in these trees with all our rations for the night. Get a little bit of health back. And then this is the road that we want to be on, I believe, to go to the great and exciting place known as Sethanon. So there was like a whole thing, there about that, like, a whole book called The Darkness at Sethanon. It's actually the 4th book in the original trilogy. I don't have Warcraft to have breakfast with anymore, so this is my new breakfast game. Mistled in the past. This road leads to Sethanon to the east, Locklear said, though I believe it also forks north and leads to the Dimwood Forest. Which way would you think would be best? No, let's go east. The landscape flattened. Slowly the hills and trees began to thin, becoming far more sparse in the grassy midlands of the kingdom. So we've already traveled a bunch of days, and now we're already close to Sethanon, probably. Oh, yes, we are close to Sethanon. That was not what I expected, actually. A pretty quick trip. It's kind of like how you skipped from, like, Zun down to Quester's View, too. Like, skip this whole... We started up here. Do a little Memorial. I don't know. Maybe we'll end up going on a long journey after all. I didn't expect this. Let's camp the rest of the night because I like being able to see. I know you're kind of supposed to like be all. So there's a little road that goes into Sethanon. So yeah, the first 2 books are about the war with Serani or Keloan, the Serani. The second book is about the princess being poisoned and them going on a little adventure to Dark Elfland. And the third book is A Darkness at Sethanon, which is the big, epic final conclusion of that saga, and it's about the Dragon Lords. Oh, hey, somebody was digging a bunch of... Or those are campfires or something. The Dragon Lords trying to return the Valeru, who I was talking about before. The ashes were cold, wiping the grime off his hands. Locklear shook his head. Something or someone obviously set up camp here, but it's hard to say just when. Oh, someone's been here a bit. No, it's just a tree. Oh. And back to the road it is. What a boring time. We only got like 5 days left of rations already. Had 8 days and we already wasted most of them. Oh, hey, look. Is there actually a town in Sethanon, or is this just somebody's barn? Staring into the barn, Gorath thought he could make one of the forms of a cow with several small sheep. He thought he heard chickens. Wasn't exactly sure where the chicken sound was coming from. In any event, the chickens made him think of fresh eggs and the cow fresh milk. His mouth began to water. Perhaps whoever owns this house there could give us something to eat, he said. Yeah, oh, that's interesting, actually. The owner of the small house, a farmer who called himself Covey, invited them inside. They talked for several minutes about a variety of topics while Covey's wife grabbed something they could take with them when they left. Can we get you strapping knives something to eat, she asked. Yes, please. With a smile, the farmer motioned to his wife, moved next to her, and helped prepare the rations. When they were through, they handed several packages to Locklear, accepted them graciously. You've been too kind, he said. Oh, good old Covey. He's better than that other guy who had Chappie, or whatever his name was. So, the good people of Sethanon. Uh-oh. Something's not right about this trap. So these things block things. I remember now. I absolutely do. Now, I don't remember how this works. I think we can't just... I remember how this works now. These things are meant to block these things. Lame. I thought those things could block for me, but they can't. Obviously can't. Gorath got hurt quite a bit. Gorath got hurt quite a bit trying to get through that trap. Let's see. We've got... You have Gift of Song, yes. Wait, what? I don't know. I'm gonna actually... Yeah, apparently he's good at barding. Melee is good, he needs that. Only 30, oh, because he's hurt. I was like, wait, why is he having such a hard time? Oh, we're hitting the wrong button here. Do you have any of the healing stuff? No. You were gonna share these with him. 6. And then you're gonna use them. Okay, that didn't do much for him, but he's back to a bit more than he was. Some good rest will do him good. That was a really damaging trap for absolutely nothing too. It looks like just a random trap. Now we need to. A pebble tumbled off down the cliff face. Puzzled by the seemingly random event, Owen glanced upward and back down to the ground. On closer examination, he realized the pebble was in fact a very dull brass button. Before he could cry out, ambushers fell from above. Before he could cry out, next time on Let's Play Betrayal Krondor.